Hey Panthers, happy Take Care of You Tuesday. This month we're focusing on all things self-care. So we wanted to bring you a quick DIY mindless activity that can help relax your mind. So let's get started and make some lanyards. What you'll need to get started is plastic lacing string and a pair of scissors. And so if you only want to use one color, or if you only have one color, that's okay. If you want to use two colors, that's fine too. As a tip, using two colors might help make it easier to keep the strings organized after we get started, but again, it's 100% up to you. So the first step, you're going to take two pieces of string and cut them into the same length. And so I'm using a green piece and a yellow piece. So I'm going to set this yellow piece to the side and focus on this green piece for a second. So take your piece of string, touch the ends together to make sure you get it even on both sides. And then the loop at the other end, loop it around your finger. Make sure it's straight. And then you should have one piece of the string behind your finger and one piece of the string in front of your finger. And so move this right piece a little more to the right. Move that left piece a little more to the left. Take this left piece, loop it around your finger and underneath, and bring it back to the front. And so as you can see, this piece is still behind your finger, this piece is still in front of your finger. Take your second piece of string, so it'll be my yellow one, and you're gonna pipe it underneath both pieces, both loops. So under the left one, and under the right one. You're gonna pull it through so that it's as even on both sides as you can get it. And then make it into a bit of a diagonal line, like that. Okay. After you've gotten that formed, you're gonna take the left piece of that string you just used, and you're gonna loop it over the left loop and under the right loop. So over the left, under the right, you're gonna pull that through. Okay. Make sure that this is still tucked under your finger. And then you're gonna take the right piece and do the same thing. Loop it over the right piece and under the left piece. My string is a little new, so it keeps twisting, but that's okay. If you have to pull it up a little bit to make sure you can weave it under. And then take it under. And pull it through. So it should form a little square like that. Next, carefully move it off of your finger as best as you can. Try to keep everything in place. So as you can see, mine is twisting, but that's okay. We can put everything back in place. After you've gotten it off of your finger, pull both sides until it forms a square grid. So it might take a little work if your string is new, because it's gonna wanna bend, but that's okay. And then you should see that. And so you see a yellow piece at the top left and a green piece at the top right, and then a yellow piece at the top, at the bottom right, and a green piece at the bottom left. Since it's still small, it might take a little bit to keep it straight and keep it tight, but as you do more loops and you keep going and it gets bigger, it'll be a lot easier. And if you've seen that it's gotten twisted, you can just straighten it out and flatten it. But it should look just like this. Next, whichever color you want, so I'm gonna choose the green side. You're gonna take it and loop it over, so it's gonna touch the other green. And then you're gonna take string, so mine would be the green one, and then loop it over as well. And so you'll have 2 loops at the top. Again, mine is fresh out the pack, so it keeps wanting to bend on itself, but that's okay. So you'll have 2 loops like that. And then what you'll do, you'll take the other side, so mine is yellow, and then you're gonna weave it over the side that's closest to it and under the side that's furthest away. And if it gets twisted, that's okay. We can just straighten it out. This side. Wait, let's start over. So you're gonna start here. Again, if it's new, it might be a little tough to keep things straight, but if you wanna keep tugging at it, pulling it, straightening it out, it might make it a little bit easier. So we're gonna go back to where we were, this front part, with the little square grid. And then we're gonna take 1 string, loop it over on the opposite side, and take the other string of that same color, loop it over on that opposite side. Again, because it's so small, it might take a little bit of effort to keep them in place. After you have the 2 little loops, take the opposite color, loop it over the side that's closest to it and under the side that's furthest away. And then you're gonna pull that through, like that. And then you're gonna take the other piece of that same color that you just looped. Mine has gotten a little tangled. And you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna loop it over the side closest to it and under the side that's furthest away. Okay, and once you have that, it'll look like that. And then you'll pull it tight. And then you'll get another square grid. And so you'll keep doing that over under weaving until you form your entire lanyard.